their names?
What, their brothers?
Yeah.
John, Pat, Bartholomew, Dennis, Philip, and Daniel,
6 of them.
and me,
Yeah.
the feeder.
And
And
who,
then I had 4 sisters. I had Anna, Rebecca, Ellen, and Catherine. That was the 4 sisters.
Yeah.
And my mother's name was that. All right?
yeah,
My mother's name was Anna, and my father's name was John. And that's as far as I know.
and were your brothers and sisters older than you, or younger, or?
Well, there was John, Pat, Bartholomew, Dennis, then me, and Rebecca come in between. Oh no, Anna. Then me, then Rebecca come in between. See?
Right, yeah.
That's how it was.
Yeah.
And then Catherine was the last one. Young Kath.
Must have been crowded.
They talk about living a day and one room. We was in a small place in Ratcliffe Cross Street. They called it
Which street?
Pennywinkle Street at first, and they brought the name of Ratcliffe Cross Street. And they was little cottages, you know, little places, but we had a wooden staircase, and my mother had that as white as snow, where she would just scrub it. And we had a coal cupboard. She used to have a coal shut in the cupboard, and she used to do washing out in the yard on a store with the tubs. You know these big barrels with hooks on, stays in. She used to wash in there, and we had a copper just under a little shed. She used to boil all the clothes in that copper, like a concrete copper, you know.
Yeah.
It was, she used to boil it. In fact, she used to boil the puddings in there over Christmas time. 3 puddings.
Same copper?
Yeah. Well, make the fire.
Yeah.
Well, of course, there was a wood yard up the house, up in the square, big wood yard, and they used to give us the wood timber, pieces of wood. Well, you say shoot it out, and she used to feed that fire with all this timber, and it kept that boiler going. Well, puddings wanted 10 hours, see, and they was in there for 10 hours. But my mother was a lady strict woman. When she'd do her fruit, she'd be sitting at the table. She'd have a bowl of water there, and she'd be stoning her right, and I could see her today. And if you come in and put your, she'd smack you right on the face. She was very clean, my mother, very clean. And all her fruit, no one must touch her stuff. She done all her own stuff. She made 3 big puddings of her Christmas time. And they'd be in that copper, I remember, about 10 o'clock at night she used to take them out. She used to have the paper in the bowls, you know, they do it, other women do it. She was good, my mother.
Do you remember your grandparents? Or?
Well, I remember my old, not my grandmother, my grandfather. He was, well, Bennett was his name. Bennett, that's right. That was my mother's single name, Bennett. Bennett, yeah. He, I heard so many tales about him. I had a brother once, he tried to, you see, all this thing about Ireland, my brother Bart used to try and intercede because they used to say a woman was forced to marry a man in Ireland, you know, and one of these lords, they fancied a woman, he'd have, you know, before they came. But my mother carried on alarming him. He went to Mansion House to find out what we come from, see. Because on one occasion, my father had one brother, my uncle did, and they were both alike people, like twins they were. And
What is his name? Dean? Uncle Dean?
Uncle Din, we used to call him. Uncle, I suppose his name was Dennis, so we used to call him Uncle Din. And they lived in a worse place than us. He did, with my old Paul. Oh, he used to be some. And you see, when my father died, and when my mother buried him, he could have had the Stevie Dawes band. I told Mum this, because he belonged to the first Stevie Dawes, number 11 branch, and she wouldn't have the band, but she had Francis Waters with him, and she was so wide a woman, because while we was giving them money, like they were to work, like a little bit, she used to save, she used to systems. She'd pay, well, I'd go to the funeral first, she went to Francis Waters, but that road. She had 4 horses in the hearse. She had the plumes on the horses' heads. She had the plumes on the hearse.
Mm-hmm.
We had 3 coaches. We had plumes on every horse, and we had capes down the side of the horse, you know. Then it was a big possession. But the thing is, it used to make me laugh afterwards. He got buried at Leytonstone, my old father, and on the way back they used to call him the Rabbits. I remember that. That was a boozer.
Rabbits?
The Rabbits, called the Rabbits in Leytonstone Road. Anybody who know the old Rabbit. And they used to have a bit of a feed in there, you know.
Yeah.
The undertakers liked going and all to have a drink, and and they'd have a drink before they went. But then, when my father died, the old system was a wake. That wake was up all night, you know. People come and visit, they had the candles burning, and they had snuff on the table and tobacco, help yourself, in big brass plates. I can picture it now in our front room.
How old were you then?
I was only a young lad then, only young, but I remember everything went on, because my Aunt Pole come down, and she got drunk, she fell down, and they used to go over and say, oh God, as she soul and all this stuff, you know, and bless themselves. And they had visitors coming. Well, they would drink, or they'd always be a drop of whiskey or something like that. Then they'd have a look at the corpse. Like, they used to have it in our front room. It wasn't very big, but they had a trestle there, and the coffin laid out, you know, the coffin was then all draped, and then they draped the window seat, so that when people come in and look. Well, they went on for a week, and when I remember everything. When he got it was all over. When my mother died, before she died, she said to my brother Pat, he was the only one. John wasn't there. She said to Pat, when I pass out, no wake, please. None of that business. Burned the candle up to midnight. She said, finish. I don't want no one, don't you start that wake with me. We had cousins, my Uncle Jim's family. Used to be a boozer at the bottom of the street. They come down there to drink, and my mother died. And I remember there was no Annie, Dinny, and they all wanted to come up the street, wanted to come to the house, you know, to for the wake music. They thought they would wake on. My brother Pat says, no. None of that business. My mother didn't want it. Anyhow, afterwards, tell me that you were never nothing to do with us, you know, or just a partial, you know, to see us, mine and that. They got annoyed over it, see. Funny it was. All the silly things that used to go on though, that wake was Well, silly thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't sound very nice.
Hey?
Doesn't sound very nice.
No. Well, that's what went on years ago, and all these old people, not Protestants used to do it, only Catholics. But then my mother didn't believe it. My mother was my father. He used to go and have his drink, but he'd be indoors at 10 o'clock at night, come back at 10. The pub was only down the block on the corner, but no later than 10 o'clock my father would come indoors.
Did the pub shut? Did the pub shut at 11 then? Or
they shut about 11 o'clock, I think. Yeah, about 11. And the old road sweeper used to come out Stepney, out the yard there, and pull up out the old horse would stop there. Start outside the pub and he'd go in there with you got the night, he would. Yeah, funny. Then over Christmas time, all the kids in the street used to go in that pub. I've been in there myself. Mrs. Harley, old Harley, the old boy. Then Mrs. Harley, she's a fine big woman. She used to sit at the table and you'd all march past and you'd get orange in the front of your bit. You know, that's what they used to give. But kids in those days, we did. You'd hang your stocking up, they'd be bits of wood in it and a bit of fruit and they couldn't afford it.
Were you already working when your dad died?
No, I wasn't working. No, I was younger than that. But I remember everything. I might have been around 12 years of age or so. But I remember everything that went on. I remember him chucking my alarm collar out that house. Never no more, my brother said, never no more of that lot. And we had two, I don't know how we managed, we had 2 rooms upstairs. And my mother and my sisters had a bed over there and a bed here. They used to muck in, and we had 2 beds, a smaller bed and a big bed in the back room for the boys, you know. But when I come out to services, you know, that was the start of me. I rocked in the 14 morning and I laid out in the open air and on the hills. When I got up in that back room, I said, my God, that's open that window, I said, I want a bit of air. What's the matter with you, he said. So I said, you want fresh air? I said, I know. He said, you're used to that army life, he said. Anyhow, I suppose I went on for a bit and fiddling about and I got a job. Then my brother, he recommended me to get a ticket for the dock, see. And that's how I started in there. But where we lived, there used to be Jenny Harlett, she was blonde tart. She was blonde at the time. And a woman that just by, they was after a bloke, you know, you bit about. So they said to me, what do you say, Peter? I said, never shit on my own doorstep. I remember the words I said. She said, no, you go over a hill, don't you? I said, yeah. I used to knock about Bethnal Green and Hackney Road. At the Empire, I've been at the Empire 1,001 times, but it's just open. And the Foresters, there used to be the Foresters in Cambridge East Road. Then there was the Paragon and the Mile End Road. The Paragon, good music all that was. And I went to all those shows and I went in there, had a good life, really. I was fiddling about and I remember once tell you how strict my mother was. I used to fiddle about till about sometimes I'd come home at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, going out. And going down the square, used to be a square from the Commercial Road before we got into our street and go under Arch. And just on the right hand side, Mrs. Blake, I know her name, she used to have an old man on the windowsill. That woman sit there for bloody hell. She could tell what time I come down there. She could, I betcha. So I used to say to my mum, there's the old cow. Like that woman, who's that? I said, Mrs. Blake. I said, I bet she knows the time I come home. So my brother Jack says to me one night, that's what started me fiddling to get out to get married. He says to me, that's you, Pete? I said, yeah. I disturbed you. Huh? What's the time? Oh, I said, about 2, I suppose. She said, after 2. I don't bloke, mind your own business, I said. Mind your own business, I said. Look after yourself, I said. I said, I please myself, I pay my digs here, I said. And then when you interfere, and my mother's in the next room with the argument. She says to me the next morning, what's the matter with you? What's the matter? I said, I don't want John interfering with me, I said, Mum. I said, I please myself, I'll give you my money, don't I? She said, yeah, pay my digs, I said. I can't pay my digs. Then the time I said to her, on one occasion, I didn't tell her, I never had any money. My sister lent me them, I paid her. My mother never knew that, but she told him all next morning. Look after yourself, she said. Don't you interfere with him, she said. Don't you interfere with him. Let him do what he pleases, see. Oh, I did.
Were your mum and dad English, or did they come from Ireland? I mean, where did they...
My mother come from, she was Londoner, yeah. But my father was born in Cork. Cork, he come from Cork. And he was a young... And there was 2 blokes come from America once, they were at the bottom of the street, and they wanted to know what's name. And never found out, they went away out of it, they did. Never found out who they were, so whatever.
What do you mean? When you were young they came from America? Or?
These blokes come and will inquire, name of Donovan, like that, want to find out who. But they disappeared, they went and never heard them.
Well, was that recently, or was that when you were young?
No, when I was very, very young. Very, very young. No, I had a very, very strict mother. She was strict, she was a good mother, good. We had good food every day, She see that. And in those days they used to have, in the butchers, the German butchers, you couldn't be, this food today is not a patch on what you're eating, there's no taste in it, but in those days, if you had a bit of boiled pork or boiled beef, tasted, and these Germans used to have a big jug on the counter, like that, enamel jug, and that gravy was more, I don't know, whatever they made it out of, and when that was poured on your dinner, or when they put packets of pudding or saveloys and pudding in the basin, everything was spotless.
So you bought the gravy in the butcher's?
No, they used to give the gravy free of charge.
Oh.
That gravy. Used to pour it in to moisten your stuff, you know. If you went there, and of course, then they used to have trays of packets as long as this, say about, as long as this table that way, so many dozen on packets. Yeah. And you could buy so many of those for a family. Well, say you bought 4 or 5 they were all chopped up and into a saucepan, big saucepan. They used to put onions, turnip, everything in, and it was beautiful. You could smell it. If you turned up the turn, you could tell anybody got package store. That's God's truth, you could smell it. But if you went to those German, my sister told me, you went to German butchers and bought a quart of pork, cut off the big leg of pork, boiled, you could see it there, steaming. They used to slice it off. The Germans wanted beating, they wanted beating, I tell you. For cleanliness. Mrs. Langendorf and Mr. Langendorf, that was in Commercial Road, they did. And then old Zolta at the baker's in Brook Street, Sundays, people used to take their dinners there. Like already potatoes and the meat on the top, you know. You could put a cloth over it, take it and put it in the bakery. You put it in the potatoes. Used to bake their dinners. And coming back, you'd see them with the cloth over, and blokes would be coming out the boozers or get up a spud. There used to be some tricks going on, but the life was happy. Happy life.
It was all a closer community, right?
Oh,
What's the difference?
everybody, Catholic or Protestant, in those days, and where we lived in the East End, everybody was united and happy, all happy, all knew one another, and when they go and get those dinners out the oven. I said to my mother, I reckon I was old to cut his dinner over those joints were going there. But my mother, she had a stove, a fire, there was oven alongside of it. And you could see your face in my mother's, what's that? And she used to bake her dinner in that, what's that?
Mm.
Yeah, used to do her own baking.
Yeah.
She used to buy a big bone of beef, that's what they call each of them of beef. About £12 it was Saturday, and I was seeing a couple of steaks ordered out of my father's tea, a couple of steaks, pork of it tea, and the rest would go on in a parting dish with the potatoes, and they'd go on top, and when they come out the oven, she used to slice it off. However she cut that meat, I don't know, because they don't cut meat up to my idea now.
Mm.
She cut that meat up because it was on our dinner with the gravy. And she made rice or tapioca we used to have. Sunday morning, she used to have on the stove, with a big stove it was, on the top, see? On top there she'd have a big jug of coffee. She was getting coffee, proper coffee it was. Bloke worked chicory place in the south, used to get it for this coffee out there at the factory, and you could smell that coffee.
So why did people take their dinners to the baker? Because they didn't have
They
their own
didn't
oven?
want to be bothered to
Oh.
make them, I suppose. See, while they were out there,
Yeah.
well, they're trying to he'd give her a number. He'd give you a number
Yeah.
and put a number on the dinner.
I
See.
see.
And I've been in there, I went in the old Salter's place once and see them. You can see them all go in the oven, you know. And he had a slice, you used to pull them out, look at the number, and all that sort of thing. Till everybody got it. It was only tuppence, I think he used to. I don't know how he done it. Well, in those days, the sugar was worth some money, wasn't it? You know.
Mm. So how old were you when you got married?
27, I think. 27. But then, when I got ready to go over, it was my fault, you know what to do. Talk about a life.
What was her
I
her
lived-
maiden name?
Eh?
What was Nan's maiden name?
My,
Nan.
what?
Alice's maiden name.
Anna, my last name, Anna.
No, Alice's. Your Nan's
Alice
maiden name.
Louise. Alice Louise.
And what was her family name?
Funny thing I do. Oh, Brown, her name was. But funny, I was dreaming of her last down there. I was dreaming I saw her shave by once down there.
What, last night?
Yeah, funny talking
Yeah.
like yeah. First time though, I lovely Alice. And I looking around the place, I wonder where I was, you know, when I woke up here. Much I got a job and I stood on this chair, you know, for a while to get myself right. It's a rotten life when you're getting beat, so no one realises it till you go through it. I've been going through it now for over 3 weeks, so I reckon probably. Oh, a couple of nights the other week, I didn't know it's done what it was. Oh, there was once I got up out of bed, I thought I was going. I thought, oh my God, this is it. I didn't know what to do, I didn't have time to get down here. I was gasping. No, it's a rotten thing. No, my memory, I think I know everything that went on.
Oh, you seem to remember all the detail.
Oh,
When you got married, did you moved out of your house into somewhere else? Did you? Did you
Oh, yeah.
Did they have council property then or not?
You would have
Just
laughed.
really-
I applied to Stepney Council to get a place, you couldn't get a place. So the bloke says to me, he said, you want to, I went into one room, I done well, my wife was always used to a nice house, well, a decent, it wasn't bad. She lived in down at Upton Park, see, and they had more room than we had, bigger house than where I lived.
Did they have a big family?
I believe it did, but they was not a united family, I don't think, because I can go through this thing. When we did get married, this bloke offered me a room, big front room, it was a big room. So I said, yeah, right. Couldn't have done it worse than got in that room, didn't I? Poor old Alice had a stove on the landing up in the room. What she started. They had a big garden. Well, the toilet was halfway up the yard and through the pathway. Because it laid on, the back was a trench, what we used to call a trench. And there was houses down there, only 2 rooms in them. There were about 16, and it was no wider than this, from that wall to here, to walk. And that went from one turning to another, to Stepney Causeway, to Thursday Street.
Which road were you in?
I wasn't there, no, I was in Cable Street. We had railings in the front, and we had railings in the front of our room, upstairs, you know, like a kind of a landing.
Balcony.
Balcony.
Yeah.
And, but the thing was, having the children, and couldn't get anywhere. I took a blind to the council, till, and when we used to, were playing the piano, they used to always have parties downstairs on harness in the front room, all sing song. And Norrie, her name was, she was a good piano player. And of course they knew my mum, Alice played and all, and when they couldn't, or I suppose when they couldn't get hold of what's her name, they'd ask my mum to come and knock at the door to come down. Oh, but I said, I used to make up, Mr. Donovan, go down like that. Anyhow, we went down on one occasion. We went down a couple of occasions. But I played piano, or played the piano all the night till about 2:30, 3 in the morning, something like that. On one occasion they ran out, and they was run out of wallop, and Murray says to me, what did he say, Pete, come round the hutch and we'll make Barbara Ward same up, and that was a boozer, you know, just all from round and turning, you know. So I said, oh, right, man. I'd go with him and knocked her up, and she was come down the night dress. What do you want? I said, no police about, whatever. We're going down. Come in. Took us in, bought what we wanted to buy. Bought something, I forget the name now. Anyhow, bought what we wanted to buy. Be careful, for God's sake, she said, I'll lose my licence. Right on. Away we went, we were going back with that. I thought, sure, well, I was short of cash, you know, and playing and one thing and the other. So I said, you don't want that much of that, but anyhow, the girls worked at Walker's, whiskey people, 12 and a tenner a bottle in, you know. And I swear they used to bring it up, because the old man, their father, old Marnie, sitting in a chair, looking at whiskey back with his blind up. Oh, whiskey, you hit my bloody leg once, I thought you were not my leg over. Oh, whiskey, Pete, he said. Oh, it was funny. I said, then, anyhow, they had, while we was there, he had a daughter get married, Anna, to Johnny's son, who name he was, nice fella. I thought we saw him, I didn't mention him, you know. He got married, and we was at the wedding. We also had a big front room, where the piano was in and everything. We'll go up with a wallop and we went up to Commercial Road, and we went in Jack Orpus's house. No, not Jack Orpus, we went in the top of Harding Street, and when I called for the drink, I went up and shot round and asked them what it was. I went up the corner, So he says to me, you know I don't sell whiskey, Pete. Oh, I said, I forgot all about that. The old girl wanted whiskey, so Mr. Morley said, well, we don't stop here, let's get down the arch. That was opposite where they lived.
Mm.
Get whiskey there. I said, oh, all right. But
What, so it was a pub that didn't sell whiskey?
he didn't have it, no, he didn't have any whiskey in it. So we went down the arch, or she had it there, down there, and all I was. And the other I caught a drink round. And the old godmother it was, and godfather, he wasn't there, but she was there. Come from Broccoli, I knew where she come from. She sat there, Pete, at the dinner. She sat there, I sit here, and she only, I don't know, about 2 whiskeys. Come on, she's collapsed on my bleeding plate. That's God's truth, dead. Dead. So I said, my God, what are we going to do, what are we going to do now? They carried her upstairs, put her on a bed. They sent, this is the paper, they sent for 2 women, Mrs. Moxley and Mrs. Bulldog. I know their names, used to wash them. They used to be the 2 washers. So, of course, they come to wash her, you know, or get her ready for the undertaker. They sent for old Tadman, the undertaker, old Tadman, and he got all right with, you know. I've answered the door when he come, oh well, the piano's going, it had a partition, it was shut off like, with the door, and the stairs went up like that to the end of the bedroom, so decent big house. He come and he said, where's the what's that? I said, corpse. I said, that they've got upstairs there, and washed her up, helped them. So I said, do you want a drink? Yeah, with the old whiskey. And he had his son, but he young out. So I said, well, don't give him none. I said, oh, you're having it. I said, you're not him. So he said, keep that piano going. Take your notes, he said, keep the piano going. So I said, well, it doesn't seem nice, do it? Keep that going, he said. Well, he went up, come down, he had another wallop before he took it away, you know, or come back. And when the party went on. The party went on like there. And, well, in fact, it went on for a bloody week, I think, because we got run over the whole morning with drinking. And the poor old man, I was sorry for him, my husband, you know, when he come. Well, you know, he come there, but she had to go back to her own home at Broccoli, where she got buried, see. I don't know, they arranged it, but I never forgot that party. But
you work in the docks all your...
all my life, no, I started at a laundry. When I was 17, before I went in the army, I went in the laundry. I used to pull a barrow for 14 bob a week. That was it, 14 bob I got for that. And I used to deliver at 3 Ampers. My round was Bethel Green, Hackney Road, Culver Avenue in Shoreditch. And I used to have 3 big Ampers, you know, all the laundry. So...
Well, so people just sent their washing to be done some laundry?
At the top of New Road there was a big laundry. They had these big boilers, they had the big washing, had the big rollers, you know, what the girls used to feed with the sheets. Yeah. And they'd have a kid on the end, continually putting handkerchiefs through. They'd have a basket, and that poor kid got about 7 bob a week. She'd be all day long putting those handkerchiefs, folding them and into the baskets. And the girls used to do the sheets, one end down, one end, and the other girls round the other end, fold them. They used to be big rolling things, you know.
Did they work long hours? Or was
yes, they used to work 8 o'clock at night. What, 8 to 8.
And how many days a week? 6 days or?
7.
7?
Saturday. But the collar machinist and the machinists used to do the collars, you know, and the shirts. They come in Tuesday when some of the stuff was ready. And I used to carry it up to them. That was another day. in the basket, so I carry it up upstairs. Woman says to me, "You'll get a bloody cauliflower here with that basket." I says, "Well, I had some last there, I did." That's how I used to have the dark, didn't I? And there was one miserable old bitch, she was, and they had 1, 2, 3 floors with toilets on, you know, as you went up the stairs. I used to go up all those stairs with this basket. At the top floor was the collar machinists. They used to have machinists, and there'd be 12 of them, and they're putting these collars through, doing the collars folding, and they'd have a little stool, not done fishing now, and he had 4 legs on it, and he was throwing them on there. Before they were collected to go down to the shop, see? And the shirt machinists, they used to get, if there was a soft shirt, what they call a soft shirt, like, I don't know what they meant by that, but they got tucked and small or something, you know, and they used to nick it off my basket. And the poor lady used to go, "Don't let them do that." They used to be issued out on, see, special. But there was one there, and I see her go in the toilet. I laughed. I was up all tricks, and she was a bit. And when I see her go in, I could climb in, and I jump on top of the what's name where the tank was, you know. I waited a while. I pushed the tent down and jumped and ran. She knew it was me. I always thought, "What should I believe?" Oh, they had all the women laugh what I'd done. But she knew it was. You, so she called me. Oh, it was funny.
So you went delivering all the laundry then, did you, when it was done?
No, then before I went in the army, the bloke who was doing the washing, like went after the machines, 6 machines, washing machines, they was like, you feed one part, then you return it over, and then there was 2 parts in it, in the shirt machine, all that household stuff. Shirts used to go on their own, household would go on its own, see? And like towels, sheets, and like linen and that. And then that machine used to go so many times that way, come back so many times. And they had a big tub down there, I'm going to picture it right in the corner, and there was a steam pipe in there with all lime, full of lime. You used to put a bucket of that in the machine, but you had to watch the machine, because if it come this way, you get drenched. You had to wait it was going real hard with it and pour it in quick, see? Put your lid up, watch it, pour it in that way, I remember well.
Was it just the wealthy families who sent their laundry to be done, was it, presumably? Or?
Yeah, well, yids, mostly yids, all yids. These boys used to go racing. They'd never done their work, those yids. They were clever. They used to bring the laundry there, your shirts, they want a shirt for every day, going racing, see? And on one occasion the racing stopped, and Mr. Wells was the governor. He had a big house at Wanstead. His old woman used to be after him. If she ever come up, she'd be chasing him. And that manageress who we had, short woman she was, or she was a bit, she used to act like his wife almost, or tell him all, Mr. Welsh. So he used to go up the nuns in Aldgate drinking, he was. And he was a nice man, tall man, well built, and that was his house. He had 16 branch shops, and he had that big business at the top of a new road where everything was done before it went out. And a bloke, they wanted another washer left. So she says to me, could you get on with that, Peter? So I said, yes, I suppose so. I said, I dare say I do. I said, I watch what goes on. Well, she said, you do it. And what was the money he got? He got 30 odd bob or something. She wanted to give me 20. No. I said, I want that wages. I said, I don't do it. Well, she said, wait and see how you go, she said, and I'll give you the extra, you know. It was about 30 odd bob, I believe. She offered me 27 or something. No, I said, anyhow, after a week or so, I got on with it, and she gave me the money, see, before I went into service, you see, and they used to, old Mother Dunmore, she used to do the silks. She had a little place on her own, done the socks.
Mm.
She used to put the bean socks in and just shake them all out and put them in. She and they had a drawing room there, a big drawing room, and it was blankets used to be hung up in there, you know, to dry off. And the blankets was only washed in soap. Now people won't believe me, but I'll tell you the truth. They was never wrenched, the blanket. They was washed in soap, and when they come out of that soap, they used to be put in a big hydro. I had a big hydro there. Had a spindle in it as thick as my arm in the middle.
Mm.
And you'd see the stuff come out of them, and when you drop the blankets in, this girl used to take them in, and the girls did, and hang them up, you see. And there was a plum tart there, a couple of Bedford green and ice cream and have a cake. And old Mother Dunn would come out, you bloody old son, she was like, what are you up to in there again? The girl screamed, see, I was right. I had some tricks in that laundry. I enjoyed myself in that laundry.
Well, so you worked in there right up until the First War?
Till I went in the war,
Mm.
yeah. Then when I joined the army, they give me fags and one thing or the other. When I went back, she wanted me to go, and no, I said I'm settled in the dockside.
Were you involved in a lot of fighting in the war? Or?
Yeah, well, I had plenty of experience there. I was when I was at Salonika, in France. That was worse than place France. We were going to different places, and you didn't know, you were sleeping out in the open, under the wagons, anywhere. And we went to one place, Bray, I think it was. I was trying to tell them, Bray, the Germans evacuated where the 28th Army battled there, and they had cabushes in there, like dugouts in this valley, all. And we had one little fellow, young Smith, he come back from Green, 16 he was. He said, I ain't going out in the hill, I'm going to sleep in here. I said, you want to be, I bet you will in the night. I said, there will be full of rats in there, must be. So he said, no, I won't be. He come screaming out in the night. We were laying out on the hill. Used to lay out there, put the sheet down, and then my mate, old Charlie Tarling, he used to get some straw in the horse's nose bag and put on each foot, tie him on his feet. He said his feet got cold, see. I didn't trouble on it. And when you put the blanket on you out there, you could throw it off in the morning, you step. Frozen on you. I don't know how you slept. No. And you used to have to dry that. And of course, during the one time we'd dry some out of the oven, you only had to, if you pinched the blanket, you had another blanket, you one of these blankets. It was rough, right? But when we went to Salonika, I got dysentery and malaria, and I went down to the halfway base. I used to bring it down to the halfway base, then pick it up, put you on stretchers, and the ambulances are called there, put you in there, and they take you right down the base. And I landed in the 28th Canadian Hospital. And when I went in there, I thought I was in heaven when I see the beds and the nurses. And while I'm there, sister said, well, the matron or someone, she says to me, Peter, how would you like to do a little job there? Stop. I said, oh, do a job. She said, I'll put your bed in that corner and you won't go back up the line. I said, that'll do me. I was glad of it when I was there for a few weeks. And I used to get the help them when the wounded come down in the night, I would say 1 o'clock in the morning or any time, and help them with everything, help the nurses to clean up. and there was 10 wounded was allowed a Guinness, or 12 that was it. 12 blokes allowed a Guinness a day, you know, small bottles, really small bottles. And I used to go to the store and collect them. See, she used to give me a note and I used to go to the store, collect them. And then I'd go in the lobby, get the glasses, and I'd pour them out. She come in one day, says to me, how many you got, Peter? I said 12. Make 13, won't be yourself. She said, that won't miss it out of that. Oh, I said, thank you very much, mate. You know, well, it wouldn't miss it, would I? So I used to make this one, and on one occasion I've gone out, and as I got outside, I see a bloke there. He was out of a different, he'd come out the regular division, or he was put in it, I suppose, a red, arm was a blue on the shoulder, he was a red. So, my God, alive, Peter, he said, you knew me? I said, fancy seeing you. Oh, he said, they killed him, you know, kill him. And I said, hello, he's gone bot, as I thought to myself. And the sister's looking out the window, one of the sisters. He said, yeah, she's looking out, she said, know what they're doing, don't you? I said, what? He said, they're killing off all the Catholics. I said, oh, don't be silly, mate. He said, don't you trust them? He said, they are.
Who was he then?
He used to live near me in the Rattling, when I was in the East End. I knew him, knew his brother and knew him, Jimmy. You know, we were like all old neighbours. And he was potty, and God knows what happened to him at the finish. And when I did come home, when I did get home, and then there was another thing. I was away for 3 years, 4 months. One place I was at, this bloke, we had to go out to get some remands. And I went out with this sergeant major. We had to go a distance, I forget where it was, to pick up these horses. He says to me, oh, I'll be glad, he said, when I get back tonight, they would know I'm going home. They gave out orders. Any man been away, the longest, don't matter in any unit, don't matter if he was a private, corporal, lance corporal, a captain, or anybody in that unit, he was the first to go on leave. This is how it happened. So we go out on these reverts and come back to say to me, I said, how long you been out here, Major? 2 years, he said. 2 years too long. I said, oh yeah. I didn't tell him how long I'd been. So he said, 2 years too long. And I said, oh yeah. And I wouldn't say no more. So when we get back to the camp, it's dark. And I heard the voice on that, Peter. Sonny Ellis's brother, Brownie, he was there. We was put in this lot. He was scared, that boy. Young Ernie Ernie. He said, I'll pack your bags. So the sergeant major said, who's this? He said, who's? I said, that's me. How long you been out? I said, about 3 years, 4 months. He said, you never told me. I said, oh, well, I said, there you are. And we were going to, you had to go down a base. There was 1,000, I think it was, 1,000, all different units, infantry, everybody. And we went right down in Salonika, went right down to, and when you got down there, poor old Ernie, he was crying. So I was in the morning, and I called round, that's how I picked up Alice. I called round and let your family know how you are and one thing and the other. He'd already been to Malta and back again. See? And we, sometimes, you know, you get, they used to have a cask of beer come up, you could have some drinks, see?
So did you not know Alice before that?
No.
Oh, how did you know him then?
Eh?
How did you know him? Was he just a friend of yours?
Well, been in the army, you know, you pick up and you
you
where he come from.
You met him in the army?
I met him in there. He was a bloke that he was in the same lot, but he was scared. He was frightened boy because on one occasion in a tent affair there was a scrap, you know. His Lancashire blokes, and I didn't care, so I was young, you didn't care what. And he ran, Brownie. I said to the bloke the next morning, "What is it? You see anything of her?" He goes, Brownie. "Oh," he said, "he's down here, he's right up his life last night at that fight." I said, "Where?" "Oh, I went down last night." I said, "What?" "Oh," he said, "I don't like that people, I don't like that." So I said, he said, "They was kicking," and I said, "I didn't worry about that." I said, "No," he said, "because you all knuckled down to it to finish settled." So when he said, "Would you like to call round to see my place?" And I did. I went down there, and that's how I picked up the damage, you know, and having a conversation with the sister, and I took her to the pictures. That's at the top of Green Street. We went to the pictures and we started, then she started playing the piano, then I was singing a song, you know, because I used to sing songs out there. See, I went on the YMCA and I gave a number, you know, anything for a cup of tea and a bun, I had a money line.
So then when you came back from the army, you were in the docks?
Well, yeah, I went to the docks, and then I've been under the water twice, haven't I? I got knocked in once, and then I was working in a barge, overside, and done 7 o'clock at night, I had overcoat on, my cap on, and I got up onto the gunwale of the barge. I wasn't boozed, no, I said, no, I never had to drink them because they was down the hole having it, but I was out in the barge, I wasn't getting it, see. And I got up on the gunwale and I went and I slipped up the gunwale into the water. Well, there's the ship there, the barge is there, and this bloke come over with the lapper, young waiter, he was driving it for us, and he come over, he said, "Well, I'll try and hold on, Pete." I got overcoat on my cap, I had to tread water to come up to the top, see? And when I was under there, I could see all my family. That was funny. People say you die right away, you don't. You don't. Because I said I see all my family that time. I can see my wife, I see my children. And when he come over, I grabbed that round head, he said, "Oh, tight, Pete." He said, "I'm going to take it up, he would." And he said, "Well, I'll land you on the..." "No," I said, "take me right up on the ship. On the ship, put me on the deck, drop me on the deck." He dropped me on the deck, and I went to Wapping Hospital. And they come to, Mum come with someone else, and I forget what, and they got a little way and they forgot me charges, like something they forgot. And I was in Wapping, and do you know Wapping Hospital never knew I'd come out that night? They didn't know I'd come out anyway, but we're glad to get them, but you taste the water, see, you get so much water down there, and they take you down there, but it just give me a cup of tea, I think it was, or something, I don't know.
Was that regular work in the
No.
those days, was that
No,
go along and wait to be picked out?
No, I was one of the blokes that I dodged everywhere for a living. I wasn't regular. I went to the Albert Dock, I went to Millwall Dock, West India Dock, East India Dock. I was one bloke out of a million, I reckon, that travelled so many docks. Because some of the blokes wouldn't care, so they wouldn't go to look for it, they sign on. But I did, I went, I knew the old Albert Dock, Victoria Dock, where the banana boat, I was on a banana boat. I had to laugh on that banana boat doing the bananas. They used to put the stalks, empty saddles, they used to go call them saddles. And they used to do like revolving, like a kind of what's that when you fill them up, see?
Yeah.
And rubber up the top. Empty saddles, like not to say, get on with your work, see? They didn't want no empty one going down. These stalks used to go up. They were cut, all green, only a couple of ripe ones on.
Did you get any spiders or insects in them?
Eh?
Did you get insects in them as well?
Well, I suppose so. They
They were
used to
soiled.
get, yeah, because there's a kid working with us. He would come to another district. I didn't know him, but he was a bit of a boy, and he said, "I'm going to laugh here. No, up to that, mate." He said, "There's a scorpion down here." So he hollered up and bloke, a scorpion. He said, "The bloke put me behind that bloody straw." He got behind the straw, jumped out of the bloody mate, and mate was down. He thought, "What the bloody God," he said, "Where's the screen there?" And when he leaped up, poor mate, oh, he was going to kill him. Going to kill him. I know. He thought it was fun, that boy, but it wasn't. Oh, I had some screams.
Did you then have to go and fight in the Second World War?
Eh?
Did you go into the Second World War again?
No, we had it here, did we? Did we hear what the bombing was here? It was terrific. Knocked all those locks off, bashed all those windows out, all those windows out.
So you didn't have to go away to fight then?
No, I was, they put a, what they call us, you had to do, anything happened now, go out, see?
The home guard?
They put a pump on that wall there, the nail's still there. And poor old man, bloody German come down here and dropped one down between those two builds. And you could have turned, my Denny was there, and Peter. Oh, we ride down the shelter, we used to sleep in that shelter, they had all their shelters, you know.
Yeah.
And a bunk there, and the bunk here, like, and you could get down the shelter, had a trench like to get down. But however we managed to sleep down there, I don't know. I got round all for it. But that night that bloke dropped down and then sitting there, dropped the head on the table. Well, I thought it was out there. And between those two fields, and you could have turned a GS wagon round and it, my boys would tell you, Johnny would tell you. And of course some got killed down there. And
That's Valeswood, playing fields, isn't it? Valeswood.
yeah, there. But then, on another occasion, I'm just going to make a cup of tea. Oh, blimey. I've gone out there, and I went out the back, and I see this, you see, the first goal, the first Zeppelin, the first doodlebugs come up this road. 4 of them abreast, all fast. I woke up and I was sleeping in front of them. I looked out that window, jumped up. Oh, I said, "Alice, you ought to see the estate, it's alight." She said, "What are you talking?" I said, "Look," I said, "look at it." I said, "There's 4 things coming up there, you ought to hear the noise." They were separated, and there was flares coming from them, and it lit the whole of this place up. I'm not kidding you. And he dropped one in Mining Road, and they reported that in the paper the next morning. Blow me, they played forever after those things. If that hadn't have been reported, I don't reckon they'd have known where they fell. Myself, because they used to send us to the bus, and when it went out, he knew that it was a danger they dropped. So I was out here one morning, and there's one gone out here. He looked at, oh God, I thought, oh, he's dropped in the Stardust there. And poor what's name got killed there. She's in the dugout, in the shelter, in that road there, this next road. Gowdhurst. And I knew her. I knew her husband, like he was on a rail and he was night work. He had to come home and face that. And Dolly Burwood, young Dolly Burwood, Wonder Burwood, so there was a big family in the East End, but she was married to this bloke and they lived there. And when I heard it was Dolly, I ran out there to help, you see. And I see this German bloke, he's all right, he was, they must have hit him. And he's going up there, and one of the own guard, what do they call them, used to be on guard of a night, those blokes. He said, "What are you, you're chasing you?" He said, he won't get back, he said. He said, "They'll have him before he gets back." He was all afire. And of course, It was, we was helping, me and Mr. Hall over there, helping the women. Some woman was screaming, she had no clothes on. We helped some of the women. And when the, what they used to call them, these people come, like, they chucked us out of it. They were the ones that done the work afterwards. All right, we'll see to everything. And that's how it was. It was terrible there that, well, a lot of people ran away, didn't they? Because what's name lived in the first house. He used to do night work, go away for weeks with the meat van, and he had a wife and 2 daughters, 2 girls. So he come home one night and he's like, Donovan, and he said, he was more scared than the bloody raid, I think. The raid was on. So he said, where's my wife? I said, she's down the shelter, down my shelter. I had her down there with 2 girls, and I was making some tea. I said, I'm just going to make some tea. You come round here. How do you get on with your slop? He said. I said, we get it every night at 7 o'clock. It's been going on for weeks. I said, oh God. She said, she's not stopping here no longer. She went away next night, next day, I don't know where it was, Bristol somewhere out the way then, and her 2 children. And he was a big fella, he was, and he died a young man. And he used to give us a bit of scrag when he'd come home, you know, when it was all rationing. It was a rough life. These youngsters today are in heaven, to my idea. They're in heaven. They don't realise if anything was to happen today like that, God help, they'd be scared. I wouldn't. I'd sit here. I wouldn't care because I'd be used to it. See,
maybe different today, maybe though.
The people today, well, after this estate, it was gone. But poor old Mrs. Harris and old George, they was in their dugout. On the first Sunday, I don't forget it, I'll tell you, the warning, they give you a warning, this big warning went out to tell you it was going to be a raid. It was like a practice affair. But nobody knew because war was declared and they blew it up on that Sunday. See? And everybody was running. So I go to the door and I see a girl up there with a baby, with a friend. I said, so I'm going up and get that girl home wherever she lives. I said, with that baby. I said, well, Alice, you be careful. I said, oh, I'm going. Well, Alice and Mrs. Harris and Mr. Harris, they died down their shelter, she sweated, they wetted the gas mask, put this gas mask on. You never see a thing like so good. My Alice wasn't too bad, she was very, very good. And she said, no, I said, I'm not going down no bloody shelter. I said, wait till you hear anything. I said, wait till you hear. And I took this girl home with the kids, come back, and they're down the shelter. So, of course, then they used to give a warning, it was all clear. See? Well, when the warning went all clear, they never come out. They very did they down there with green lights on. So I said, Annie, George, it's all over. Come on. And when he come out, well, Alice had a lot, I had a lot. He's got a bloody gas mask on. I said, what do you fancy? You're gonna be gassed or something? So Mrs. Harris said, no, I don't laugh at you. I said, well, I can't help laughing. Look funny to me, you know, because we had gas masks away when we was outside, but I wouldn't put one on it would choke up. So it was comical. The things I've seen some things. But I was only saying that the young generation today, live in heaven. If my wife lived today, for a day, well, when we moved out of that room, come to this place, this was all, what do you call it, not papered, or distempered. Everything was distempered. But she prayed. She had bedrooms to go to. She cleaned it up and everything. We didn't worry about distemper. We was on our own.
I suppose you must remember things like television when first coming in and all that sort of thing.
Oh yeah, but we had the wireless. I never used to pay. A big wireless we had the television, and I never used to pay the license. I sold the license. I didn't worry about it. I said, catch me, you catch me. I used to sign on. I used to sign on the labour, and I'd done everything out of order. I know, but I took a chance of it. If I got caught, I got caught because I had 3 kids and I had to keep them, and nobody give me a penny. I didn't got a penny. On one occasion, I signed with the labour for an whole week. It got true by now. And for a wife and 3 children, you got 34 bob. 4pence a day for a child. It was. So you can just picture. And my wife used to go and buy a scrag, make stews. She done it all her best, and she was very, very good in everything she done. I wasn't the best one. I mean to say, she never complained. The only time she said she was in heaven when she come out of that room, when I should think so, with 3 kids. We used to attend her praying up the stairs. We had a single bed, well, for one of the kids, 2, one top and bottom. It wasn't one with us. And when we were praying, the baby in the praying, that's right, at the time. But the council had to give me the opportunity. And I was working down and up, and Mr. What's name, he says to me, "Oh, I happen to got that regular job with Guinness." That was it. Guinness I was offered a ship worker's job, like for Guinness. The bloke asked me, and no, so I don't want it, because there was too many fights, with blokes for work and one and the other. So I said, no, I'll be content with the job. I got a job there for so long, till I got caught drinking a beer. Then I got back again. Because I used to drive a crane, see, I was driving round this, what they loading motors, and I was driving, and the bloke used to fill a bucket up, put it up in the west side, and with the old mug, drink. I had a mate work there, the old poor old Jack Kirk. He was married, I wasn't, and we, on one occasion, like I said to him, "Jack, come back before dinner, come up here and have a drink." So he says, "Why?" I said, "I've got a buggy round there where I'm driving." I said, "No one will know." Anyhow, we go up on the first floor where the bucket was, as I thought. It's gone. I said, "Someone nicked it, Jack." I said, "Wait a minute, let's go up on the next floor." Come up on the next floor. We went up on the next floor. Just as we got out, like, heard a voice. We run, try to get down the other crane box down, There was another crane, try to get down. Got round the corner, and he heard another voice. And I heard Johnson's voice. I said, "It's Johnson, one of the governors." I said, "Get round there first, we'll give him one, and we'll get down to what's name, I thought it was a top copper." So when I said, "No good, we'll have to walk out again." And it was Johnson and the ship worker. He said, "I'm surprised that you done talking his eyes for you." Surprised, he said. Surprised, he said, to see. "Come on," he said, "you'll have to be suspended." I'll get suspended. I said, "Oh, all right." I said, "Can't help it." Went down and we had to go to the city next morning, I think it was. But when we got there, the bloke in there, he said, "Sit down." Big office all. They come out of the Navy, those blokes, I forget the names now. And he said, "Oh, I heard you've been stealing a beer." I said, "Well, stealing." "No," he said, "we know that you never took it," he said, "but you were drinking." They knew. No, they knew. Had a little kid come out of home, he was, and he had a job there, a boy, checking. He was about 16, I suppose. He took it all down, took a number of days, took the car out, and took it in the office. And that's how they got the information. Yeah, I hated that kid after that. I hated it. I couldn't look at him. He just sat there.
Yeah, what are you going to do about your lunch? What time do you,
Get on me, yeah.
what time do you have to?
Yeah,
1:10 now.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have been home at 1, but
Yeah.
I'm not chasing you.
No, but I'll get on
I
me.
just thought you haven't had.
Yeah, but
You've got to start cooking yet.
read a book, write a book. But anyhow, when I went up there and I'll come back, and Johnson said, I'm very pleased, Donovan. He says, you've got all this. So he said, go home and change, come back and take me again on that ship. I said, right. When I got on the ship, he's come on there. He gave me picture cards, I don't know wherever they're going. All of Ireland now, where they work out there, and they live like a community, like by all they did there. He said, by the way, he said, where'd you buy that suit? I said, what suit? He said, that suit you had on. Oh, because they used to call him the 50 Bob Taylor, the day he was a governor. So I said, I said, I had my things made. I said, Jew boy in Etney Road, makes my son, very, very nice suit, he says. He took notice more of his suit, he said, oh, we're so fancy governor, so